Aries, thanks for joining me today. This is your mid-month checkup. And so the last reading I did for you was for your personal lunar return. And that was a full reading. And now this is your personal full moon. So the moon is in the opposite sign, Libra, and mid-month. How's it going so far? In the previous reading, which if you haven't seen, you should check out. Uh, we talked about the idea of love and some change and community. And so I hope things have been going well for you so far. And so this is kind of a mid-month check-in to see how to fine-tune the next couple of weeks for you before I do your next reading. So what I do is this is my daily reading for myself. Usually I draw one Brotherhood of Light card, which I have already shuffled and dealt these cards. One Brotherhood of Light tarot card as the main energy, one wild unknown archetype card as an archetype, like what's deep inside that we could work with, and then an inspiration card from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. So let's have a look at what we have for you, Aries. Okay, so the card from the Brotherhood of Light deck is Arcanum 12, the Martyr. Okay, so this has a lot to do with emotion. So the first thing that strikes me is I hope you're not worrying. You know, whenever I do like a new moon reading, like I did for you last time, we get to the kind of midway point, and what's the phrase? Oh, ye of little faith, right? It doesn't seem like maybe things are working out for you, or things are confused. It's because you're halfway through. It's not all the way through. So this, I hope you're not worried. Okay, this is one expression of this card is worry or self-sacrifice or not being treated well or emotional turmoil. Um, and so uh, uh, don't worry, please. If you have to, another expression of this is taking care of yourself, taking care of your emotional needs. So as things are in process, I mean, that's a really important thing to check into, okay? Um, are you taking care of yourself? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you drinking enough water? Are you exercising? Are you meditating? Are you doing some stretching, some yoga? Okay. You're not doom scrolling. Please don't do that. Okay. Because that's not going to give you the energy you want to break through. Right. And I really need you to, stick with your plan. Okay. Um, it might be a bit confusing. And in the last reading, as I remember, there was some, idea that there might be some kind of new relationship. Well, new relationships are delicate. Okay, sometimes we misread the signs, and we're concerned that someone doesn't like us as much as we like them. Okay, this card is saying to let go of that. Don't sacrifice yourself and your needs. Sacrifice your fears or your worries to the situation. Okay. Um, there's a lot of emotional depth here, and uh, sorry, just a little image came to me about feeling trapped. If you're feeling trapped, okay, find ways to release that feeling, not try to run away. Okay, I mean, if you're really trapped, run away. But what I'm talking about is feeling emotionally trapped or emotionally smothered or not validated. Okay, if you're being mistreated, find help. Okay, don't hesitate, because this could be the card of some kind of mistreatment, emotional mistreatment. Um, so because it's a general reading, I can't say this is this. Okay, I can talk about it in generalities. Okay, but the thing that comes through to me most on this card is to not worry, not let worry get in the way of your process. Okay, all right. It can be very constructive, this card. It's ruled by Pisces, which is Neptune. So, you know, stay grounded in your truth, right? Sometimes Pisces can get dreamy, and this is that idea of I don't know where I stand, right? So stand on your own feet and know what you believe in, and know, Aries, you shouldn't have any problem with that. You're pretty forceful. So know what you believe in and what you're willing to take and what you're willing not to take. And don't take anything that you're not willing to take. Stand up for yourself. if you need to. Okay, now I asked Spirit, what about an archetype card? Okay, so let's see what we got. Ooh, the Mountain. That is a great looking card. Someone is alone. They've retreated. They're in their cave. Right. Football season is over, but I guess you could still go to your man cave or she shed. I don't mean to be specifically male oriented. It's my bias. I'm a very open minded person who believes that everyone's equal. And so if I trip over a statement like that, I try to correct it. Okay, so this is what Spirit is suggesting to drop in as an archetype. The mountain stands eternally in our awareness, calling us towards its peak. It stirs up stoic and regal feelings, reminding us of the long line of spirit sages and gods that made their humble thrones within its snowy peaks. Beware, though, as the mountain can affect us in two ways. It can inspire and enliven us to rise to new heights and peak experiences. It also create isolation, competitiveness, and an inflated sense of self-standing upon its heights. Um, Standing upon its heights can activate the purist and the perfectionist in us, creating separation from those who deem to be below. We deem to be below. No matter how high you ascend, remember that is within the core of the mountain that the gems, minerals, and jewels reside. If you think it's all about going up, you're following the fool's path and missing the miner's magic. I love that. Grounded in eternal, steadfast, and uplifting. Okay? Don't be daunted by the tasks at hand. You know, the other thing that I remember from our last reading is this idea of community, of that there is a community of people around you. And so this is also pointing to that, to not be isolated, okay? To embrace the other people in your life and let them feed you, okay? Be sympathetic to their needs and they will feed you and give you a space to be. It's heavy duty. Aries, it's, you know, I know that everybody's been going through a lot lately, and that's one of the reasons I started this channel, to be a helper. And but these are heavy duty cards, okay? And I know that a worried Aries is like a rabid dog, right? You can let your energy go here, there, and everywhere. So stand firm for yourself, and make sure you're allowing other people in. Don't be isolated, okay? Just because you climb the mountain, as it says, isn't the goal, right? It's the good stuff is inside the mountain. Okay. Security is the last card. You're safe. Okay? There's no need to be afraid or worried. You're going to be okay. You're safe. And maybe you're looking for, sorry, the image search. Sometimes I pull a card and I'm wait for something to happen, and sometimes I pull a card and it's like the TV came on in my head. Some security is two pronged. So make sure that make sure that you know you're safe and everything's going to be okay, because I really do believe that. And then keeping yourself secure doesn't mean necessarily keeping people away, but it does mean to be, discriminating, scrutinous of the situations. You're safe and protected no matter what is occurring in your life. You're in safe hands. I mean, those are your own hands. You're taking care of your own world. Those in the realm of, and your community, right? There is a community, so you don't have to do it alone. Those in the realm of spirit are watching over you. You can relax and let go. I don't see any relaxation here, so a little bit of relaxation wouldn't hurt. I see a lot of activity in your previous reading and in this one. Once you've taken measures to protect yourself and those you love, such as making sure everyone has a seatbelt in the car, make sure your insurance is paid on time, or replacing the filter on your heating unit, then let go. If you have been hypervigilant lately, take a break, relax, know that all is well. You can turn it all over to the Creator. Okay, so worrying, and then this card, it reminds me of that saying, let go and let God. Okay, you are being taken care of. You have a path, a lot of emotion, a lot of energy from our last reading. Maybe you've just had a new love affair, and isn't that wonderful? It's going to be okay. The full moon is always nuts. Okay, so ride out the storm, stay with the path, and it's all going to work out. Aries, I love you. Peace. I can't wait to hear how things work out. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.